Yo, what's up? Hopefully everything's working. I had a lot of technical issues getting started today. What's up, Time over on Twitch? Hope you're doing well today. Yesterday was a bad day. I was in a notoriously bad mood. Hopefully this isn't offensive to anyone. I would consider it like male PMS. I don't know what's going on with me. Is it an octave higher? Gosh darn it, it does this. Okay. So, yeah, this is like some sort of weird interface USB thing. Maybe it's cool. Maybe it just sounds cool. Yeah, I probably need to try unplugging the interface and plug it back in. It's fine. Are you joking? It sounds like you're on helium. Oh, gosh. You're joking, right? Let me unplug it and plug it back in. It probably just killed everything. Ugh. I blame VLC. We're gonna kill VLC. And now it's probably doing lots of other horrible things. It's a normal voice. Scary voice. Scary voice. Yeah, but now it thinks my desktop audio normal voice. I don't know if you've ever watched. How do we fix this now, though? Because we don't want the desktop audio is just all jacked up. Curses. Because now we don't have desktop audio, don't have the backing stuff. So yeah, working on Linux is sometimes a challenge. This is one of those days where it's a challenge because now, you know, I'll just show you guys. It's going to create some sort of infinite loop of death. Oh, in OBS. Yeah, it's going to create this cool infinite loop of death on the screen. You've got this desktop audio. It's a different source than your input. So my input is my microphone right now and my bass. It's going through an interface. And the desktop audio is like its own channel and its own thing. So right now, for some reason, it has like merged them. And I got to figure out why. Fix it. Otherwise, we won't have any desktop audio, which means no backing music. So we definitely want to set it to this because that's our problem. It's set to that right now, and so it like replicates it. And we go to default. Does that? Oh, did that fix it? This is what I live with. This is literally what I live with. Look at this. This is a look behind the curtain. If you don't stream, this may look insane. If you stream, you totally understand what I'm talking about. Where OBS could just be this complete just pain in your keister, and then it sounds your my eyes. So what I wanted to try to learn today, because I happened to grab a Zelda shirt, I wanted to try to learn the opening theme of The Legend of Zelda on the Bass Pro Shops guitar. That's just not even funny, but man, it's like, and the other thing too, like it's. You're almost like doing this yourself if you decide to stream on Linux. You're free from Windows, like you're free from like the Windows updates curses, because they like to break your audio drivers, especially for interfaces. But then you get the other problems just being on Linux. So you have to choose like which enemy do you want. If you're not a super rich or well-to-do streamer, you have a bunch of money to dump into it. What do you choose? Do you choose? Because the one solution is you literally just run your stream off of one computer, and then you have another computer that's like that's where you run your games, and that's where I would run like this kind of stuff, where the music would come from somewhere else. Like the music would come from that PC and be just fed into any interface. So it'd be like everything would get streamed out into like a mixer. But if you don't have the money for that, you have to figure things out. And I've chosen to go with Linux, and today has bit me in the butt. Where normally it's my friend. And yesterday wasn't as bad, but I was in a super worse mood, so I didn't cope. I didn't cope. There was no coping to be done. I was sassy and crabby. This is what I want to learn today. I want to try. I may just kind of, if that ends up being unfun or boring to me, because that's all that really matters. Let me look at some of this stuff. I did work through Hungry for Heaven a little bit the other day. Well, no, yeah, I was working on, it was a Rainbow song, not Hungry for Heaven. Where's that Rainbow song? Man on the Silver Mountain. Both phenomenal Dio songs. This was under the moniker of Rainbow, the band, but Dio had his solo stuff when he did Hungry for Heaven, one of my favorite songs. I also love all Dio stuff. Yo, what's up, Leo? Thanks for the lemon. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out how to get the Tidy Labs alerts back, because I switched computers. I switched from a Windows machine to my normal gaming desktop, which is Linux, and I lost everything. You can't export an OBS scene from Windows and then try to import it into Linux. OBS, unfortunately. But thank you for that, Lemon. Good to see you over there. I do apologize. It's nothing personal. It's just Streamlabs makes it way easier to get like YouTube and Twitch alerts, and then getting D-Live alerts is like, I have to figure out how to get into Tidy Labs again. Because I still think that's the only way. I don't think Streamlabs does D-Live alerts. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm a liar. It would be funny, Multime, if you were lying and I was pitched, and you just like, hey, let me just say that I not pitched anymore. So yeah, I want to try to learn the opening theme of Zelda on bass. We'll see if this is a total disaster. Got for lunch, and now it sounds like your voice is too deep. Oh my god. It's just, it's either one or the other. It has to do with like, it's a USB bus problem. It's just like a lot of these computers and then like OSs don't know how to deal with. Oh my gosh. I can try one more time. If I disconnect, it's gonna make it really crabby. Do I sound really low? I'm just saying. Yeah, and now it's doing that thing where it duplicates them. Oh, you can't win. Sounds like you were an FBI informant. You just can't win. Like, today it's just decided to be a butt, and there's no other way around it. Is this... Now it sounds normal. Yeah, but then my desktop audio is like duplicated. What happens if I play this? You guys probably can't hear that. Yeah, I can hear that, but you can't. That's because oh my gosh, now that got jacked up. Will that undo that for me? Yes, okay. So the problem is you're not gonna be able to hear any desktop audio. Let me try one more thing. Gosh, I love working. I might get to actually, you know, playing a song. That would be freaking cool. So right now it's analog. Do I need to go digital? Is that my problem? What happens now if I select digital? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go completely crazy with this. This has happened to me before, and I don't remember what the solution is. Okay, now it's kind of doing the same thing. And it probably changed my voice now. So now you guys will be able to hear the desktop, but then my voice is probably jacked again. There's like no way to win. Which also means that the bass, the intonation of the bass will be off. So is my voice normal now? I just updated this computer too, so it doesn't surprise me. I'm gonna need to get a new interface or something. I don't know if it's the USB cable, if it's what the problem is. I need to just get a real expensive high-end interface. And then monitoring your own stream is like a hopeless endeavor, because then it just starts to echo back on yourself. Yeah, I guess I could try to play along with this, but the tone, this actually changes the pitch. Man. I'm using like 13% of my CPU too. It's like nothing. I was having problems running VLC today too, while trying to get this stream going. That was part of my other problem. I'm not really sure where the main problem is here. Well, I think I do. I think it has something to do with like the computer not being able to. But if it sounds normal, it sounds normal. Let me know. If it doesn't sound normal, I guess let me know. Because now the setup's correct, but I'm just not sure when like everything will crash again. Because it's like the audio. For now. not very good at playing chords on the bass. And the recording's kind of crazy, so I wonder which is the actual like line there. And I'm noticing really bad camera latency. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is why some people don't stream. They get broken by the system. The system is their own setup. Oh well. So I wonder if it's like a... Because most of the time what they'll do when they tab these out for some reason, they'll just like... They don't think about the scale. So in the sense that they'll have you go to like the 10th fret instead of just having you go to like whatever the scale shape is for this song. So I'm guessing, if you can even hear my bass, because I can barely hear it. Like the backing track's 5,000 times louder. 5,000. So I wonder what the... So that's, so at 8, there's the thing, so 8 would be... So, if we're in standard, B, C, D, E, F. Is that G sharp? No. So is that E? That's an F. So that's an F. So why wouldn't you just have me go? Because there's an F right here. Well, it's a 1. Right? No, F's here. And then it's almost the one time where having like the actual notes. I wish they'd put like the chords above this or the notes. Is there a way to do that? Am I just... I'm guessing I have to pay for it. That needs to pay money. Because it'd be really cool. Yeah, it's always like this tab format where they assume you don't want to know. Solo mode. I'm just trying to see tab correction. No, I don't want to correct the tabs. What I'd like to do is actually know the actual notes. Because having to reach down for that chording when I have a feeling the chords are simpler. I mean, I could just build them. I could get a notepad and build these chords and figure out what they are, which I think we're going to do right now. We're going to figure it out. So we're going to get a text editor. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way. And we're going to go like this. Let's figure this out. So 3-in-1, that 3-in-1 chord that they're trying to have you build. Oh, wrong. Is it always in that shape? Is that why? Because it's a 1 and a 5 is what it really is. Because then an 8 and a 10. It's down here, and I have this turned down, so I believe, yeah. So, and then a 13. So I see what they're doing, except for that 1 and the 4, which is pretty crazy. This is 1 and 5. These are like power chords. The problem is I have to figure out what they are. Well, I only have to figure out what the 1 technically is in this power chord shape. So in this case, it's A sharp B flat. Okay. So I don't know technically what key this is in because they don't give you that kind of information. So this is B flat, and it's that 3. So that's the scratch fever. Cat scratch fever. Right? Isn't that A sharp? Because that's B, C. So it's A sharp, B flat. This is And that's a A sharp. That's also, yeah, that's a, oh, that's the octave. The fifth would be here. So they're just octaves. So it's an A sharp, B flat, octave. So they're just having you play octaves. Oh my gosh. Use your brain, dummy. 8 and 10, so, because I have a feeling there's a better way to play this, is why I'm doing this. So 8 is going to be here. That's going to be, I believe that's F. So that's an F, which there's an F here. See? So again, and they're almost the same intonation. That's not like a higher F. See? Same. Sorry, I should actually turn my bass on. So F. Same F. So why reach down to the 8 for it? Except maybe you're hoping to get something extra out of this. This extra. Yeah, so they're not even playing power chords, they're literally doing octaves. Like 1 in octave, so they're trying to get like a certain sound. Is it B flat minor? The key, maybe. I mean, the thing is they're only playing the octaves, so I don't know. Because like that F, depending on what key we're in, that F could be, it could be like E sharp, you know. 13. Again, they're playing like everything on one string. I understand. I think they're like moving it down. They're thinking of like chording, but I'd rather fare what is and play in position based on like general key. Because if I assume that A sharp B flat is like my root, I could start here and use this instead, and then build, and then move to the next one. If it's the fifth, if I assume A sharp B flat's my 1, 13, golly, so 12 is an octave. So again, they're just, that's the same thing. That's that B flat. Right, because that's the octave. Oof. So they're going back to A sharp B flat. They're going back to A sharp B. Now things get kooky. Things get kooky like a cracker. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Things get kooky like a cracker now. Because now they're going. So that's either G sharp. It's G sharp or A flat. Now there's a term for that. There's a term when two notes technically reside in the same interval. I can't remember. And then they're playing the 1. That's also G sharp. So again, they're doing some weird. That's G sharp A flat as well. So they're playing octaves. But even then, for here, why not play this? Because the intonation's almost the same. Like, why not play this? If they really want that, like, it makes me almost think this was put together by a guitar player that doesn't normally play bass. So that's the next line. Can we zoom this in so it's not text for ants? Because I'm sure you guys can't read anything I'm doing. Larger text. Larger. So what is that? That's control plus. Yeah. There you go. So you know what I'm doing here, because that was text for ants. So that's a 6. So again, why is it so hard for me to think of this? That's like a D sharp E flat, right? B, C, D. So that's the 6, and he's playing the 8. Yeah, again, octave. A little buzz there because I can't play. 11. So 11's gonna be, if open's a A, this is A sharp. Is it back to A sharp then? right? No, it'd be A flat. They're going back, so they always alternate. This is G sharp, A flat, just in a different position, right? Isn't it? No, because that's up. Because that's B flat, A sharp. So actually, it's the A flat, G sharp. Yeah. But it could be a B flat minor key multi-time. Sorry. It's like I didn't answer you. I was like still trying to figure this out. Then next bar 4 and 2. Same thing again, right? This is the A flat. A flat G sharp. Well no, this is a 2. So this is actually a F sharp G flat. And I'm putting the 2 chords because I don't know what key we're in. So that's C sharp, D flat. I'm guessing F sharp, G flat, but probably so 9. 9 is B, C, D, E, F. Think about this. Come on. It's gonna be here. D, E, F. So it's F sharp. Yeah, F sharp, G flat again. This is sadly how I have to figure this out. The one. So F major. Oof. So F major, which we have earlier. So, so I wonder if our F sharps are actually G flats, or I mean, you could technically say that an F is an E sharp or a G double flat. There's lots of weird things you could say. So 3 C major. And then 8, I'm guessing, let's see. F major again, yep. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. So the root note that was, which is B flat, A sharp. So okay, I think I see what they're doing here. Maybe I'ma learn this. I'ma learn it. I'ma learn. I'm gonna learn. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm turning into a Cajun. Who's a disco queen? Simadon now. Is it even Cajun? It's probably like, offensive to somebody. Oh my gosh, I wasn't ready. Yeah, so it's like a dum, 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 into so loud in my ears. So that 8. I almost need to, okay, next thing we need to do. So we're hypothetically going to say that multi-time, I think you're right. I think we're in B flat minor. So if we're in B flat minor, we're going to figure this out, darn it. Okay, so let's say hypothetically we're in B flat minor key, which I think you're right. Oh, this is hilarious. Because when I see when I see that like 8 and 10, my brain just stops and says, well, I gotta get down to like the 8th fret and play that octave. When in reality, I probably need to think about this in the concept of the key itself. So yes, the B flat, you can play it here. And this is probably actually, I should switch to this side so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so wow, camera latency is bad. I can fiddle with the camera, but it's really, really bad. Like I said, these are the days that streaming's really fun. It's like a fruitless endeavor. It's like, why am I doing this to myself? Okay. Now it's a little better. All right. And it got darker. So what I'm talking about is the idea that B flat's here. Now if I'm in the B flat minor scale, B flat minor scale, okay. If I think of these as numbers instead of numbers on here, I'm probably over engineering this too. But the sense that when I get to that point where it's like I see the 8 and the 10, instead I need to think about where is this in the scale, because then I can reach for wherever it's supposed to be in the scale and find it. Because that's not actually right. Think about it. Because that's major. Minor. Minor, major. So if I can get in my head where that number is, where that 8 resides, I won't have to like think about going to it. I'll just play the number in the scale, if that makes sense. So for example, we can also do this because we need a couple of resources here to do this insanity, right? So the B flat minor scale, the tonic, which is the first, is a B flat natural, B flat, the 2. So we need this too, right? We need our numbers. So 1's going to be a B flat, 2 is going to be a C, 3 is going to be a D flat, 4 is going to be an E flat, 5, which is the 5th, perfect 5th, it's an F. Then the 6th is a G flat. The 7th is an A flat. And the 8th, which is the octave, is obviously a B flat. So if we go back to our insane notes here, there are no sharps in this song. We're in B flat, like I said, multi-time was completely right. I'm just dumb. We could be in a relative minor, I don't know, of a major key. We're not going to play those kind of games with our tiny brain. So if we add numbers to this, this can also be an advantage to us. So F, is it F the 5th? Yeah, so you're basically going 1, 1, 5, 1, A flat. I'm guessing you're going to the 5th of whatever A flat is. Yeah, which is E flat. So you're just doing 5ths. Right, but in the aspect of the key, it's a 7, E flat being the 4th, but you're really going to the 5th of A flat. And some people are listening saying, you're explaining this all wrong. I'm sorry. I only took 2 years of music theory and then I dropped out of school because I was stupid. Then I went into computers. So that F, again, is, wasn't that our 5th? Yep. 5. The C is our 2, but again, you're technically on the 5th of F if you're just building that chord. But you're in the 2 of, so you're really just doing 1s and 5s. Again, the other cool thing about this, that I feel like the arrangement, or maybe it's my brain being small. Whoopsies, let me see. The arrangement makes more confusing than it needs to be in my head is because this is 1, 5, 1. And really, technically, if I find out where G, A flat is, it's 1, 5, 1 of of whatever A is, and then G flat, it's 151 of G, and then it's 151 of F. So you could really do, again, boom, 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 and then it's A flat. So see, it's almost like simpler that way, and then G flat. So it's walking down. That's way easier. To me, that's way easier. Or maybe some people, it sounds insane. So you're really doing, basically 151 of a descending scale. You're basically walking down the scale, going from the 1 to the 7 to the 6 to the 5. That's what this really is. And again, a real music theory person is like, well, duh. But it took me a second because my oral theory is so bad now, because it's been over 15 years, that this type of obvious like chord progression doesn't seem obvious to me anymore, because I've lost it all. So for example, if we go back to it's the 10 and the 8, okay, so we're thinking about that 10 and the 8, which again I think is, I understand what they were trying to do, but for me, what did we decide 8th fret on the A string should be F major. So there they just want us to play an F, which is the 5th. So we're hitting the 5th after going, it's really 3 3 3. Now we've gotten ourselves in trouble because that's a C to an F. Right? Okay. I wish I could like draw a note on that. That is F. So one thing I'll make for my crazy self there is like that 10 and 8 is really just F. I don't know if my brain's gonna, well, it's gonna be an 8 and a 10 actually. This is just my insanity of not knowing real music theory anymore. I'm trying to figure this song out. Where do they do that? So they do that to a couple times to us, where they throw that F in there as like a progression to the 2, which is, oh, so they want us to go like, yeah. So is that just an F to an F? Yeah, well, no. The 2 is the F sharp. Well, that's actually the G flat. Because Maltime was right. It's what it is. What it is. Okay, this is turned into music theory hour. Or, well, not really. I wouldn't call it music theory. It's more like music theory failure hour. Okay, so intro, B flat. Seven's gonna be, wait, because it's the 7th, right? I mean, you can just descend down. Now here's where the scale, my scale idea falls apart. That too is the most sus. Let's go back over that, and gosh, that backy track is loud. I'm gonna bump it back. Hopefully it's okay. Well, yeah, it's at 100. It's at 100%. No wonder why my ears were exploding. Oh my gosh. So that's a little sus. It's a little sus. Yeah, that too is a little sus. I don't know if they're right there. Because that two would be F sharp or G flat. That would be G. I guess G flat's in the key. It's a 6. It's the 6 of the key. We're gonna save this. We're gonna call this like we're gonna call this we're gonna call it Zelda theme music theory. Insanity of it all. And we'll do this. We'll put a link to this because this is just the way. Again, don't expect me to ever work like a normal person does, like a sane person. All right, let's go. Yeah, because that's again, should remind ourselves. The 5th, not the octave for me. The walk down. I mean, it's super cool. I love this theme. This is my favorite game of all time. Original Legend of Zelda. Awesome game. So replayable. I love the fact that in the game, again, I think I've brought this up before. I love that in Zelda, they literally just dump you in the overworld. Don't tell you anything. There's a cave. You can go north, east, or west. There's only one right answer. Well, you can beat the game. There's people that do it without the sword. You need to go in that cave and get the sword, but the game doesn't tell you. It lets you go north. It lets you learn by running into enemies and be like, well, I have no way to fight these guys. What am I supposed to do? 100%, one of my friends and I were just talking about this. It is one of the best games ever. Yeah, easily. It's one of the best games of all time when you think about how it was designed, the limitations of the system, the limitations of everything, and it tells this story. Again, there's no story really except for what's in the instruction manual and then the environment. You go to these places. How do you even know? I mean, well, and there's the open scroll. The open scroll is the story. You know that Ganon took the princess. You've got to collect the Triforces and save her. How you do that is kind of, in a cool way, sort of up to you. There's ways to sequence break. There's ways to do things. You can forge your own path in a way. You just need to grab the right items, right? And the right power-ups. But it's just that idea. That's why I've always felt like, as much as this is like a cliche, the Souls games are almost, they're the inheritor of that aesthetic. Legend of Zelda is my favorite game of all time. He's playing through it again. He just didn't want to play or watch anything and just jumped in and started playing again. Nice. Yeah, I feel, as weird as it is, like Elden Ring made me feel that sensation again of the right mixture of leave me to my own devices, but give me like breadcrumbs. And then even the first time I played Dark Souls, where it's like, it just drops you in the world after you do the asylum. There's only really one right way to go. And ironically, you can go into a graveyard and fight skeletons and they will kill you. Unless you're a really good player. Like the game wants you to go to a certain place, but it's not going to tell you. You can go down underground and that's the wrong place to go too. You could take the elevator and go down and get killed by ghosts that they're unkillable. Again, so many Zelda, like I was thinking about the ghosts in the graveyard in the first Zelda, that's the ghosts. I think it's Anor Londo. Is it Anor Londo? Or New Londo? I can't remember. In the basement of Dark Souls. So I feel like they're carrying on the legacy of true Zelda, where Nintendo's kind of in some ways forgotten. I mean, Breath of the Wild was an attempt. I think they've kind of forgotten what made Zelda initially really special. Link to the Past is amazing. I still like the original Zelda better, but it's probably technically the best of the series. Breath of the Wild is really good. I hate the breakable weapons. I think that's literally what makes the game unenjoyable compared to, say, well, less enjoyable than, say, like an Elden Ring, which is very similar. Big giant open world, figure things out, jump around on a horse, literally. Is your weapons just don't break all the time. It's annoying. It's annoying to like I have to pick. I understand it's probably more realistic. But like I break my sword, and so I have to pick up a branch and fight this hobgoblin with like a branch. It's just I do like the idea like your first bow you get by beating a hobgoblin with a bow, and that's very Zelda again, where you beat the I think those are moblins. You beat a moblin and you get your first boomerang. But that boomerang never breaks. Like you get that boomerang and it's like your boomerang forever. I get the idea. I think and you find a boomerang in Breath of the Wild and it is kind of fun. Like, oh, this is just like Legend of Zelda. But yeah, I feel like weirdly enough, Elden Ring has given me that sensation of like it kind of felt like a much crueler, more dismissive to you Zelda, in the sense that like you need to learn the rules of the world. Zelda does the same thing, but people have forgotten that. Like the original Zelda does, like, here, you're in the overworld, you better go in that cave and grab that first sword from the old man sitting by his two fires. Like I always love that too. It's every time you go in a cave, it's like everyone's got two fires. You got like your cooking fire, and then I don't know what the other fire is. Is that like your keep warm fire? And then there's even places where the fires will shoot stuff at you if you like attack. You can go up and like whack the guy with a sword in some places, and the fireplace will start attacking you. Anyways, let's try to do the song. I'm here to play bass, and I've got like 20 minutes left. Get this microphone out of my face. Then it repeats. Yeah, there's a few parts I'm not nailing. Like I like to go to, I tend to go to that 3, which is actually it's that G. It's not even in here. When I need to go to the A flat, I need to go to the A flat. And then all this insanity literally to figure out this song. Which is funny to me. It's very typical of who I am. An agent of chaos. Yeah, I feel like there's a way to learn this purely in numbers and not have to do some of the weird stuff they do. Like, if they just put like above this B flat and then above this the 4, so that's G flat. If they just put a G flat above that, gosh, that would be a game changer. Because then I could at least think about how this fits within the scale. So if that's 1 to G flat, that's 1 to the 6. this like an augmented key? The 2 would be G flat. Wait, so I've got something wrong here. Because if that's a 4. No, that's the A flat. That's the 7. What am I thinking? To the 6. So is it walking down again? Is it the same walk down from the beginning? 1, 7, 6. Do 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 do. To the 5. Unless I've got that totally wrong, which I do. I'm off position. No. Gosh, I'm not even the right key. I'm not in the right key. Oh my god. Because it's the 5th. 7. Wait. Oh my gosh. I swear I know. So 7, 6, 6, 5. I swear I know what I'm doing. Oh, I don't. Oh my god. I'm in the wrong key, aren't I? Because I need to be a B flat. Right? Oh, I was in like C. I don't know what I was in. Wrong. Do it again or pay the price. Wait a second. Am I still wrong? Let's just fail. Let's actually G A. Oh, that's right, because it starts on the 1. So it's more like the octave I wanted. That's why I was totally just what in the world. So it's actually. And then it's the 6th and then the 5th. So the 8th, the 7th, A flat. And the 5th. Yeah, it's because there's a so because that's actually the 1, the 7, the 1, the 7, the 6, and the 5. Why am I struggling with this? Because the 1's the 8, the 7, the 6, and the 5. It's literally that. Wow, what in... So is that augmented key? Because that would mean... Yeah, it's augmented. Right? I don't know. Let's not try to get fancy. Let's just learn the song. Again. Again. Can't get right. Gotta get right, man. Get it correct. Get it right or pay the price. Ugh. Things crashed or gone wrong again because now my bass isn't coming through. Well, that's probably because I had the volume turned down. Ah, so funny. Let's do it again. Eventually we'll get it right. We'll turn the bass on, play the song right. Golly. Do it again. One more time. Round the ice rink. One more time. Like, what would it be like? I shouldn't mess with it. I took his. I'm just not wearing my bass high enough. Am I not like Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine? Should it be up here? Battle, battle. Whoops. Wrong. Get it right. Go back over that spot again. Maybe go to where it repeats. Because you gotta get that timing right. clapping, calps. That was fun. That was really fun. How much time do I have? Oh, I'm at time. Can't play music though, because it'll cause everything to go crazy, wacky, wonky, wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey. For lulz, should we just try it though? Or if we just open Spotify and try to play it in Spotify? Literally no outro music. Should we just risk it? Should we YOLO? YOLOs? Sound and video. I wonder if that's better to use at this point. Let's just risk it. Let's see what happens when we open this file and try to play music. It's probably gonna skip because of audio issues. Oh, is it actually gonna play? Are you kidding me? Are we restored? Or did my voice get super deep? Alright. Well, I'm assuming my voice sounds normal. It doesn't sound pitched high or low. This was day 18 of 100 freaking days of bass. Yeah. I'm excited to see where this continues to go. I had fun learning this song, even though it's not technically a hard song. This was fun to learn. So, day 19 is tomorrow. I'll have to think about what I'm going to work on. I'm not sure. But I'm excited to see where we go. Maybe we'll learn more video game bass lines. Because this was super dope. I'm adding it to my favorites. Oh, Gerudo Valley. This would be so cool. Do they have a bass part? Ah, sad. Yeah, because maybe, or you know what? What's a video game that's got like a killer bass line? Like Sonic? There's gotta be a Sonic game. Like Green Hill Zone. Doesn't it have that like, just like a freaking rockin' bass line? Or maybe it's just the synth lead. I'm thinking of. I think that's not that, but maybe we'll learn something else. Like, yeah, let's kill this for just a sec. Oh my gosh, Guile Sleep. Bubble Bobble's got such a good soundtrack. I love freaking Bubble Bobble. That is a game. I don't understand. Bubble Bobble and then Balloon Fight. Why isn't there like modern reboots, or not even reboots, just like retro online versions where you can play with friends? Why can't I play Bubble Bobble like pixel remastered, beautiful pixel art? And why can't I play Balloon Fight with friends on my Switch in some remastered pixel version? I would pay up to $30 to $40 for a Bubble Bobble like pixel remaster, all the games, all the levels, play online with friends. I know there's a version like that for the Wii where you played locally, which my brother and I played a lot of. Why the frick doesn't that exist? And then Balloon Fight. Why isn't there some sort of Balloon Fight game? You got a game like Splatoon? Figure out some way to make Balloon Fight work. I love that game. I know it's just joust with balloons, but I don't care. I love Balloon Fight. I love Bubble Bobble. Why aren't those freaking games? Why isn't there? This is my soapbox. I'm so fresh. I love and hate Nintendo. Like, Nintendo. I want to believe in you, Nintendo. I do. Why do you do this to us? Like, it's like Mother 3, which is like would be Earthbound 2. Why do they do this to us? Why not just localize the games? We'll pay money for them. We'll give you money. I would legit pay up to $30 to $40 for that Bubble Bobble or Balloon Fight like pixel remaster that I'm making up in my head. Like, you can have the original soundtrack or the original game if you want, and then the remastered of everything, play it online with your friends. Like, it's just what I want. I want it. And then you can add a few new, you don't even have to create new levels. Just do the same old levels. Like, Maybe this exists. Is there Bubble Bobble on the Switch? I just want to see if I'm crazy. Am I crazy? What is this? What? Did I just realize what I thought didn't exist exists? Okay, what is this? It's about the price. Is this the game I was talking about? Does this just exist and now I feel stupid? Oh, they're doing that 3D art, which I don't hate. Did I just manifest this into being? Am I in a simulation? And then they've got the classic one. This just exists and it's $40? I gotta find friends to play this game with me. How do I convince other people with a Switch to get Bubble Bobble for friends? I feel so stupid. This game exists. This game exists. It's real. The Baron is back. This is a real thing. What's this called? Foisted by your own petard or hoisted or... Okay, next test. Balloon fight. Okay, here's my beef. Here's my beef. Okay, original balloon fight versus... This looks terrible. This looks like shareware garbage. Should they even be allowed to use the name Balloon Fight? Yeah, this looks like shareware trash. Sorry to be so harsh. Here's what makes me mad then. How is it that I didn't hear about this? Did Nintendo advertise this? When did it come out? Like, when did this release? March 31st of 2022, 2 years ago. How did I not know this exists? I'm so angry. I'm angry and yet and just excited. Is Nintendo gonna get me if I play this video? Alright, we're gonna... Hold on. Then we're gonna go. Oh my gosh, VLC. Would you stop? We're gonna play this video and get copyright or struck or whatever. Let's see. Show us. Show us the way. Show us the way here. Yes. Original music. Keeps the addicted spirit of the original. NintendoLife.com. This is the kind of game that the Nintendo Switch was created for. Original version of Bubble Bobble included. March 31st. Here's the reason I'm mad at Nintendo. Nintendo, why? And for one, dark mode, please. Is there a way to just put dark mode on? This is terrible. Appearance. Dark. Why is it just burning my retinas out? Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna have to build up my digital fun boy points. Is this game, can you buy a physical copy of this though? I'm always worried about buying digital. Does this not exist physically? Was this like a cross? It's on Steam? Okay, sorry Switch, but if I can actually find people on Steam to play this game with me. Oh my freaking gosh. Mixed reviews though. Again. Stage design tool? Insert Fry from Futurama, take my money. Why has this got mixed reviews, yo? How could this be bad? Oh my gosh, you're right. Mullet time, you're right. Anything's possible. This is Taito. Oh, I want this game. I don't care if it's got mixed reviews. I don't care if it's got mixed reviews. I want it. I need it. I need. Yeah, right there. That's totally Bubble Bobble. What just happened now is I don't know if I like the art, but like the animation style. Oh my gosh, you're right. I'm gonna have to buy Bubble Bobble, aren't I? Not recommended. Dang, man. There was zero care taken in making this game. The speed of the classic mode is tied to your monitor refresh rate. Don't buy this game. You are better off emulating. I want to play with friends. I want to bubble the bobble. Total of 200 stages. That's it? Be one of those people. Is that it? This reminds me a lot of like the newer bomber games. Like I've got the newer bomber game for the Switch, and it kind of reminds me of that. It's just like they probably outsourced this to some 3D animation studio and create their assets, and it's like good enough. But this wasn't. Yeah, this is what it strikes me as. The original was 100 stages. I know. I'm just being a prick. That's it. 200 pages, 200 stages. Is that all we get for $40? This game requires 64-bit processor and operating system. I think I can handle this. 1 gig of storage space. And then there's Shredder's Revenge. I have been hearing good things about this game as well. Whoa, is there a live broadcast? Whoa. This does look really cool. Whoa. Maybe we should learn this song. This looks cool. That looks really cool too. Okay, and then somebody's I don't want to live stream someone's live stream. Because you can like live stream on Steam now. It showed up in Restream. Yeah, I love these kind of games. One more game. This is all Brendan's fault. Is I want to get this game so bad now. Because it looks like it's everything that I like about like these different genres. Swampfurt. And they're gonna keep adding maps. This is quite, yeah, it is. It's always Brendan's fault. He's always like showing us these awesome games. It's like, oh, because I need more games in my Steam library. Acquiring more games. But this game looks like it's so good. It looks like it's right up my alley. And that art looks familiar. Like I almost should. I wonder if who that artist is. Well, that's really weird that it did that. Ishtar Games. Yeah, I want to play this. Because that's what I need. I need more games to play for my shame. And now I know there's freaking Bubble Bobble. Oh my gosh, thank goodness for Steam is like in quasi dark mode because my retinas. Okay, enough goofing around. I actually gotta get back to real work. And Steph, thanks for hanging out all the time. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Anyone else, if you're lurking on YouTube or DLive or Twitch as well, I will be back tomorrow for day 19. Have a great rest of your day. I will be right, like I said, be right back tomorrow because I'm not going to create a thanks for watching scene.